Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here, welcome you back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. We are going to be working on the BMW E92 over here, the M3. Last episode I recorded, I did the 79 Chevy Camaro, so I figured we'd do something a little more modern in German, and then we would hop over to the Japanese Godzilla skyline over here. So we're gonna start working on this Beamer. We again have most of our parts put together. I cannot click down there for some reason. I need to actually go down there. Wanted to work on the rear end first just because I'll have a good amount of these parts that I need. And as soon as I say that, of course I'm missing the first piece I come across. Jeez. But I've been having a lot of fun building these three cars off camera just to get them ready to record for the last little bit of the build. And that's why I kind of seem a little decisive when I'm trying to pick a car to record, because I kind of want to build each one of them more than the other one, and it's hard to decide which one I want to build the most. Don't get me wrong, I love the older Skyline like that, but you just can't turn away from the great technology of a E92 BMW too, an M3. Well, let's go ahead and put this all together. I figure on this car too, I'll probably be missing quite a few of the parts for the suspension, so it might take a little bit longer. The Camaro one, the Camaro episode I recorded went pretty quick, and that was just because, again, I had the engine already assembled like this one, and then most of the parts I shockingly had already, so I made it a little bit easier. This one, I have a feeling is gonna go a little bit longer because I'll be missing some of the parts, but at the same time I see, like, I don't see an exhaust system at all for this car, so it's probably gonna go pretty quickly too. But we'll see. So we're gonna get this rear end put together right now. We're almost done on this side. We just got the last little bits here before the wheel and tire can go back on. Again, if you missed the Camaro episode, and I'll repeat it in each one too, just in case you're not a fan of a certain car and then you're tuning in and missed something from the last episode. But all of these cars have been pre-made. Well, not pre-made, but they've been pretty much made, like the engine's already done on them. Wheels and tires are done on them. The suspension that requires the suspension clamp to like lock it into place has already been done as well. So it's just a few little it's the cosmetic things like the body that will need work, and then the interior will need to be completed, and then of course the suspension here is the mechanics of it that'll need to be done as well. So like in the Camaro episode, I pretty much did all that, and then in this episode we're putting together the suspension right now. Once this rear end is done, we'll go to the front, and then once the front's done, then we can start working on the interior and the exterior. Now, I was able to salvage some of the exterior parts on the car. I was able to fix them, but I ended up selling them because I wanted to see what the mod creator gave as far as like modded parts were concerned. So I went ahead and I just kind of sold everything that did get fixed on the body panels for both these cars. And then we'll kind of explore them together and see what's the different options that they give me. For this car, if I remember right, it came with a wing on it, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to do that in this case too. When I'm done restoring it, I'm probably going to make it more like aimed as a track car. Yeah, we're doing the 265s in the back. And then with this car too, if you do want to download this mod, and I always say this, it's in the Steam Workshop. However, because all of my mods are from the Steam Workshop, but however, this one in particular, I don't know why the author went with these, but I can understand, I guess, because they look more to the real life counterpart. But you're gonna need the rim DLC in order to get this car to work, because the rims that come on the car, which is the ones I'm actually putting back on it that you see, those black rims, are part of the RIM DLC that you can purchase for the game. So if you want this mod, you're gonna need that DLC to make it work. Other than that, I don't think it uses anything else that's too out of the norm. Everything else seems like it's the standard car mechanic sim stuff. Like uses the V8 motor. It's not even a supercharged one. Then again, I should have looked. I wanted to see if this thing could take a supercharged motor instead. If the mod creator gave that the option to swap out to a supercharged one. We'll see though. When we're all done, I'll try to look under swap options and see what it has. Oops. I hate when it does that. There we go. And then unlike the Ford GT90 video, this one will be a little more mindful of our star pattern there like that. So that way it's a little more legit. So let's go ahead and put this on. This wheel hub on. This is our last wheel, and that should finish the suspension on the thing. And then even though I said I finished the engine, I didn't go through the checklist to make sure that I did. So there might be one or two things that are not done on it. However, I was able to put oil in the thing, so I'm pretty sure they're done for the most that they need to be. But as you see, there's like I forgot the outer tie rod on the last rim, and then this one was forgetting that sway end link too. There we go. Let's take a look and see. Rear shock absorber cap. Yeah, see, I knew I'd forget something. It's on that side. Forgot this setup over here. These ones always get me because they always require so much more. Alright, now let's look. Now we are down to, yep, body panels. So, car is done mechanically. Let's go ahead and get the interior set up for this thing. This says M3 on it, so we'll just buy that. Buy that just for the fact that it says it. We need some sort of nice bucket seats like this. Preferably all black, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, I know they were race seat. Oh, you don't need a steering wheel. It's part of the body. Okay. Let me sell that real quick. I don't know if it's under body or not. Let's see. There's the Camaro parts that I couldn't use. I might as well sell those while I'm here. Go back to all. It's probably at the bottom. Yep, there it is. Don't need that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start on the exterior slash steering wheel. So there's the, yeah, I had that set in there from earlier. Let's see, M3 E92. Engine cover we'll need. We'll do bumper F just because we're going to go for like a performance look here. We're probably going to want B for the doors. There's the front window. This hood looks a little more aggressive than the other one, so we'll go with this one. And then we'll go with the darker housing. Oh, I didn't mean to buy that. Shit, I meant to buy that. Okay. And then we'll go with tail light D. Left trunk light D. Here's all the wings. That's the wing I want. There we go. I wish these things were a little more organized. They're a little harder to pick out which one you want. That looks like it's just debadging. I don't want to debadge the car. I want people to know it's an M3. Alright, I think we're good on all that. So let's go ahead and start putting it together here. There we go. And I may keep the car the same color just because it's for those of you that watch OCRP and watch Jeff, that's, I think Jim Cricket drives an orange one, so it'd be pretty cool to kind of keep it orange in his name there, I guess you can say. This thing's already looking pretty cool though. Me personally, if I could own one of these, I would probably get a black one. Just my personal preference. Man, this thing is cool looking. Look at this. Yeah, see, that's the wing that was originally on it, so this is gonna be perfect. Just gonna go with this one. And I think that's it for the body panel. I think I just need to do plates. And it's only one plate, okay. So I can do that, that's easy. Let's go to plates, California. And do E92 M3 beam. No, we'll just do that. We'll just leave it like that. E92 M3. It goes good for it. There we go. Let's go ahead and move this into the paint shop. There we go. And close up the paint shop. Let's close the hood. See what we have here. Just make sure there's no liveries for it first. No, looks like there's not, so I think we're gonna stick to the orange theme like I said. And the pearl is pretty cool looking, but I think I'm gonna stick to a metallic. Yeah, we'll stick to metallic. So that's done. Man, this thing looks cool. You know what, there is something I want to see though before anything else. Oh, that's cool. The cage changes colors too, so it matches with the car. That's really cool that the guy did that. Let's go ahead and take it to the dyno. And actually, I wanted to tune this thing so I didn't make the same mistake as the Camaro, where I didn't give it enough gears. Let's give it a 6th gear. We'll just guess it there. There we go. And yep, go ahead and proceed with dyno test. So factory, this should make 309 horses, but this engine's hooked up, so we'll see what it runs now with all the mods. Not bad. 543 horses. That's a pretty good change there. That's a pretty nice gain there. Let's go ahead and move the car out to the garage entrance here. The reason it took me a second is I'm looking at this and I swear the front wheels and tires do not look wide enough for this thing. I almost feel like the wheels and tires should be swapped. They're definitely tucked in there really far. I don't know. Maybe I'll fix that afterwards. Let's go ahead and listen to it in here and... Oops. Yep, gauges work too. That's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take it to the track. We'll see how it does on the speed trap. You know, I'm pretty sure that Jeep is not running. Like, the engine is in pretty rough shape, and then the Skyline has nothing to sit into. So I question why they made it in the game to where you can pick any car, and it's like the other two are, in this case, were beat to shit. There's no way they would make it onto a track. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. Not too bad. 273 kilometers an hour. That's pretty quick, I would say. That's pretty damn quick for this car. But yeah, those tires kind of, I don't know, they're kind of throwing me off, those front tires. I wasn't expecting them to be tucked in so much. I saw it when we started to dyno it, but then I was like, oh, maybe it's just me. But now that it's off the car, it almost looks like they're the spare tires, like the donuts that they put on these things until you get the tire fixed. I don't know, maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll get a wider tire for it. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. But until next time, take care.